But red light, can you just fuck off? But no, like halfway during the day, around the time of Forbidden Planet, it was about like 2 o'clock, and our coach to return home was at 6. I think it's like at 6:15, and she's like, I want to go home. I was like, we can't, not until 6 o'clock. She went, but I want to go home. And I was like, I'm sorry, there's not a lot I can do about that. Our coach is until 6. And she's like, I'm just really tired, and I don't like being here and that. And I'm like, alright, I'm really sorry. She's never asked to go back again. And I never ask her if she wants to come just because of that last time, and you know, all this stuff. But essentially, I've never asked her to come back, but we sat in the coach station for 3 to 4 hours. No, 3 hours, because it took us an hour to get back to the coach station. We got back to the coach station, and yeah, she just didn't. We just sat there for like 3 hours. She kept apologizing, and I said, no, it's fine. But she was heavily hungover. She was heavily hungover and just wasn't feeling it. Just wasn't feeling the day. And I'm like, are you serious? Because in my head, I was fine with it. You know, she wasn't feeling very well. That's fine. I'm not gonna, force her to go through a day that she doesn't want to do. When will this red light fuck off? But it was her friend that was the problem. Because this whole thing was her fault. We would have had a good day if we didn't met up with her friend. It later turned out that her friend is an absolute rapist, and not somebody that we talk to anymore. And I don't want to elaborate on the whole... Oh, there we go. I don't want to elaborate on the whole rapist comment, because that's a private thing that I'm not going to talk about, and it's not my thing to talk about, so I'm going to keep that shush. But she did something, and now we don't talk to her. Anyway, we don't talk to her, and the whole family fucking hates her as well. Oh look, Twain. But yeah, so there's that. But yeah, her friend ruined that whole thing. And then the times after that is I went with Connor, and we had a blast both times. When we went to London, we've had a good time. First time we went on coach. Just annoying on coach. But we got there, we went to the Misfits place, Bottom Bench, all the places we wanted to go to, Black Book Shop, Forbidden Planet for the first time, amazing place. Went to, where else did we go? Oh, we went to the place before the Dark World, which I then later found out was also the location for many other films, like Pirates of the Caribbean, and a few, I think like Sherlock Holmes and stuff like that. We're racing and I'm winning, you suck. And then the second time we went to the Shaun of the Dead street, which makes me laugh because Connor didn't see Shaun of the Dead before we went to the street, so he had no idea what was going on. But now that he's watched the film and he looks at it, he goes, oh, okay, yeah, I'm happy that I went there now. I was like, yeah, you went to the street. Turns out if I went like a couple of streets away, it was, you could find Liz's house as well. So I do want to go on like a Shaun of the Dead like location hunt the next time I go to London. Find Sean's mum's house, Liz's house, and maybe the Winchester. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll have like a whole day there. But nah, it's just like a few times where I've been to London. It's just been like meh. Like you pay for a tour guide and the tour guide don't even turn up, and then you pay for a trip to go to London. And your girlfriend's like fucking hammered with a hangover the whole day, and I knew what she was trying to do. I knew her friend was trying to get her so drunk that she wouldn't even be able to get on the coach. I knew that was going to be a thing. Like she was trying to get her so drunk that she couldn't go on the coach, and also maybe so drunk that she would so drunk that she couldn't go on the coach, and then like the whole trip was ruined, and maybe she'd stay there. But she tried many a time to like sabotage the relationship. I won't bring them up, but there's like many times. There's been a few people that have tried to sabotage me and Shai's relationship, but I've never let them, because I put my foot down. Yeah. There was a major time with another friend, but I'm not gonna talk about that one. That one stays with me and my partner, because I've been told never to talk about that one. Well, I've been told, like, I do talk about it, but I don't talk about it online or like on Facebook posts or anything like that. But I talk to it with friends because I'm like, well, yeah, you know, he did this, they did that, you know, and it would have basically something happened with my partner and another man, and if this other man succeeded in his evil ways, I wouldn't have kids right now. I wouldn't have kids. I wouldn't have the life that I have now. So, yeah. But it was a very treacherous and deceitful time. I'll elaborate on some of it, but not the whole thing. But essentially, one of my best friends, who isn't my best friend anymore, I call him Redacted now, because I dare not speak his name, because I hate him. And essentially, before I got with my partner, he liked my partner, and he knew that I liked her. He then went on a big kissing session with her, to which he then went, nope, can't do this because I really like me. She really liked me. Lovely me. And so that stopped. And then we were getting pretty serious in our relationship. And then he started trying to turn her family. Something happened between me and her family. Again, I won't elaborate on it. It's something to do with a Facebook post, and I'm not going to get into it. But they didn't like me, and they banned me for like 2 years. By the way, the thing was, I made a terrible, innocent joke, and they banned me for 2 years. Anyway. And then he basically tries to manipulate her family into hating me, telling them stories about me that are completely untrue, because again, lovable me, you know, and he keeps bad-mouthing me to the family and they hate me even more. But then something happens, I figure something out, they then hate him. Oh, I should also point out, he was also trying to get with my partner at the time, sending her messages and stuff like that. But anyway, I figured it out. I figured out what was going on. Turned the tables. Family likes me again. Sort of. I'm still like, do they like me? But yeah, I turned the tables on the whole thing. And then I have victory. And now I have kids, and I have my partner, and we are happy. And we've not seen, well, she's not seen him for a very long time. I saw him at the gym once, and he got big. Damn! Like I don't want to be fat shaming people. I don't want to do that. But like, when I last saw him before that, he was skinny. He was, you know, in good shape. But then I go to the gym, and I'm there, and I'm lifting these weights, and I'm doing great, and I need to get back to the gym at some point, but I'm lifting the weights, and I'm doing my reps, I'm doing all my routine. I've got a set routine that I do every time. I've got my headphones in, and then I see a familiar face walk up the stairs, and I'm like, oh damn! Because he got not too, I'm not talking like he got really big, I'm not talking like morbidly obese, but he got bigger than what I remember. And I'm looking, and I'm like, Jesus. And in my head I'm like, what the fuck happened to him? But he's there with some lady, and he's doing his thing, and I just, you know, I don't say hi, I don't go over and talk to him or anything, because again, evil bastard. But but I just leave him be to do his thing, and then I do my thing, and then, you know, I'm done, I've finished my routine, and then I leave. And a couple of times I've seen him at the gym, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, you're an evil douche, but you're really big now. You go into the gym, and you're gonna, and I'm guessing you know that you're quite big, and you're working on it. And I can't fault anybody on that. I may hate him, but I can't fault anyone on that, because even me, I'm not fat, but I have like, I'm guessing it's called a dad bod, because I've got a big belly. My belly sticks out, and that's the only thing I don't like about myself, is that my belly sticks out. And I'm trying every fucking day to fix that. I'm trying every day to fix my belly, to get my belly to go down. But that's what I'm doing. But I'm working on it, so I can't, you know, I like people that, like, yeah, if they have a problem with themselves, they know they have a problem with themselves, and they want to actively fix it and work on themselves, you're a great person. But if you're a person who knows you have something wrong with yourself, you know that you've got to deal with it, and then you don't. Not out of like because you can't or something, because you've got like a medical reason that like stops you from actually doing it, but just because you yourself just go, I can't be bothered, then you need to sort your head out. Okay? I don't want to bring it back to Connor's ex-girlfriend, but she was big. And I don't mean my old friend who I saw at the gym big, I mean she was big. I mean I think, like, you know those like little plastic things you get for your shoes so you can help get you, like a shoe horn, so you can get like your feet in the shoe? I think she needed like 2 of those just to get herself through the door. Again, I'm not fat shaming, I'm stating facts, because she was big. Like, damn! But actually I think I am a bit fat shaming there, so I apologise for that. That is very inappropriate and I shouldn't be talking like that. But she was pretty damn big. But am I going in the central line, or no, I am going to a platform. Okay, so we do need to stop at Totnes. Yeah, so essentially she was quite big, but she knew she had like a weight problem, but she just couldn't be bothered. I think, as far from what I remember Connor telling me, she just couldn't be bothered to like sort it out. Like, I think she went to doctors and that, and they said, oh yeah, it's something to do with your weight. She doesn't listen, and she just didn't want to do any of the stuff. I now think I'm going to get a message from Connor saying like, no, you're wrong, it's because of this. But this is just from my memory, from what I remember. But yeah, right, I need to do another photo here, don't I? Yeah, another photo. Who the fuck wants a photo of a train at Totnes? No. And photo done. Whatever. No, I'm past caring now. But you know, if you know you've got a problem and you want to, you know, sort that, good for you, do it. But if you're a person who knows you've got a problem and you don't want to do it just because, you know, you just don't want to, you just can't be asked because it's too much work, or it's, you know, you're just lazy, it's kind of like, yeah, do the thing. I've done the photo. I've done the photo. Do I have to do another one? They're done.